It has to do with love within family, but also with love to the country, by walking its roads, by describing the minutiae of the plans, of all the details. What has triggered your novel to the end of the land, and how did you walk out these roads as to have a touch, a concrete touch with the other, with the land, because there is some of this hope there, or some of this desire.
For years I wanted to write a story about a family. I'm fascinated by families. Or in all my books, yes, families are really the greatest creation of mankind. No matter what kind of families, and today families are very flexible in their structure. And I wanted to plant this family in our situation, to show how this situation radiates itself into the delicacy and the tenderness of this bubble of family, bubble of tenderness. And I did not have any idea, I did not have any idea that would combine the two things. And then I thought about a woman that will send her son to the army and will decide not to wait for the notifiers who will come with the bad news and will run away. But her running away will not be an escapism, but rather it will be a way to create something new and to create a new relationship between her and her country even. And the whole story started when I walked in Israel. I walked from the very north of Israel, the Lebanese border, until my home in Jerusalem. The walking itself is 500 kilometers. And it is part of the Israeli path. The Israeli path is a path that goes from the very north to the very south up. And I wanted to walk it before I was writing it. I wanted to do this. I like physical efforts, and this book allowed me to explore it, to walk every day 20, 25 kilometers alone. I walked alone, and when you walk alone, you become like another creature. You happen to walk on two legs, but actually you are a creature. And immediately there is another conversation between you and the plants and the trees and the soil and the animals that come. And it's, I would love to do it again, to repeat this experience. And the people that you meet on this walk, they behave differently. They are much more relaxed and much more open to you. I asked every person that I met, I asked two questions. Some of the answers are in the book. What do you long for and what you regret? And I got so really deep and moving answers. But what amazed me, able to give language to a situation that was superficialized, totally. Giving names and words to everything, and I insisted on that, from the fauna and the flora, and love making, and situations of terrible war. I wanted to tell the story because I felt that I was deprived of words already. That maybe I can explain it because the language is a way to be in contact with reality. And I must tell you that for me, and I think for some of my readers, it was a way to renew the contract with this reality and with the country. Sometimes people, when they read my books, they are surprised, they say, we didn't know that things like that exist in Israel. Because they are used to see Israel from the screen of television and the CNN, and they see only clashes and violence and terror and occupation. But I insist to write about the wholeness of life. These are the things that matter. These are the things that are worth fighting for. The interiority, the most important, significant things that happened in the history of mankind, they did not have occurred on battlefields. and not in palaces, and not in parliaments, but rather in kitchens, and in bedrooms, and of course in rooms of children. Children are very important.
And the imagination of the children.
And the imagination, and all the worlds that are created and demolished in one sentence. You know, and we look at ourselves and we think that we are very stable people, more or less, but if you put a seismograph who can, you know, detect all the nuances, all the vibrations of our sensations and feelings and passions, and regrets and fears, every hour of us is an ocean, and I have such a thirst to document it, to understand it, what is